Hi, this is Mike Regan with TranzAct's 2-minute warning for the week of June 8th. And in this week's 2-minute warning, we're taking a look at what happens when KYC comes to the transportation and supply chain marketplace. Folks, some of you may be scratching your head and said, Mike, I think you made a mistake. You said KYC. Are you really talking about KFC? And I'm here to tell you, folks, I'm not talking about Kentucky Fried Chicken. What I'm talking about is very important in the banking and financial institution marketplace. They call it Know Your Customer, and they have a whole bunch of processes and procedures and regulations they follow so that they have an understanding of who they're doing business with. Now, why do I bring this up as it relates to the transportation and supply chain sector? Because in the wake of the Supreme Court's Montgomery decision, where they held 9-0 that brokers could be held liable in state courts for liability created by the carriers they chose if they were involved in an accident. Now, a lot of people said, well, it really involves broker, because after all, it was C.H. Robinson that got it to the Supreme Court. But a lot of people are taking a look at that now and said, no. It is also something shippers need to be aware of, because if you choose a carrier or a broker that is involved in an accident, you could find yourself in court before a plaintiff you don't want to have to do business with. Because if you take a look at what's happened the last couple of years, there's all sorts of nuclear verdicts affecting carriers in the marketplace on decisions costing millions and millions of dollars. Now, when I explained how serious this was, when I got together with about 25 to 30 CEOs a couple of weeks ago, someone said, well, Mike, this is all confusing. Do I really need to know about it? I said, here's what you need to know. Go back to your company and ask your people that are responsible for the transportation or supply chain areas to give you a written document that details the steps and processes your company goes through in vetting and choosing a carrier. Do you know who you are doing business with? And if the answer to that question is no, you have a problem with each and every truck that goes out the door. That truck is involved in an accident. Could it come back to you? Do you really want to have to face a plaintiff who basically shows that your company had a degree of negligence in choosing to do business with carrier? You gave it to any old carrier that showed up at the door to get it moved. You don't want to be there. I don't want you there. Together, let's do something about it. If you'd like to know how you can protect your company, here's what you need to do. Just send me an email, give me a call, or let's get together for a one-on-one conversation via Calendly. Won't cost you a dime, but it may result in you being able to sleep peacefully instead of playing what I have affectionately called Russian roulette with trucks. You don't want to see your company held liable if something happens. And that's why you need to give us a call, because with each and every 2-minute warning, we are here to remind you we are on your team, here to help, passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.